Ooh. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Dad and Cheese. I am Dad, and Cheese is currently at the playground with his sister and his mom, but hopefully he will join us later. Today, we are dyeing the interior carpet of my Porsche 911 996. The interior color is called Boxster Red, and over time, because the car is about 21 years old, over time, especially with the convertible top down, the sunlight hits it and the color of the carpet, over time eventually fades. So today we are using a kit from Leather Magic. They are a company that specializes in applying new coats of color or dye to interiors, whether it's leather or carpet. So we're going to use a color called Boxster Red, which was the original color of the carpet in my 996. And let's see how it turns out. Now, we have a lot of things to do to prepare. First, we have to uninstall the seats. Then we have to vacuum, prep by putting tape around, the different borders or different things. Then we need to, clean the carpet, let it dry for about 24 hours, and then begin the process of applying the dye to the carpet. So this is going to take a few days to complete, but hopefully at the end, the interior looks brand new as if it was 21 years ago in 2001 when this car first came off the line. So let's begin the process by checking out what it looks like right now. So I didn't vacuum it yet, but you can see how the interior colors have faded over time. You can definitely see it on the door. Here in the back, you definitely see it in this spot here. Like it's really, really light. It almost looks pink now. And then there's usually leather seats there. I pulled those up so you can see the base of it. That's even faded a little bit too, but you can tell the difference between here and there, where the sun hits it and where it doesn't normally hit it. The same thing over here on the passenger side. So let's begin this process by uninstalling the passenger seat. For a 21-year-old car, that is surprisingly not a lot of stuff that's under the seat. And actually, a lot of this is mine, actually. That's mine. This thing is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This definitely isn't mine. Ooh, and some money? What? How much we have? Oh, yeah. 30 cents. This restoration's already paying for itself. Now that the passenger seat is out, I'm going to drive the car into the garage and then uninstall that seat so then we can finish the restoration all in the garage where it's warm.
I'm gonna drive.
How are you gonna drive? There's no seat. You're gonna drive from back there? All right, let's set up the vacuum.
I want it to be daddy-daughter time. Right?
Daddy-daughter day, daddy-daughter day, daddy-daughter day, daddy-daughter.
Dang.
All right, what's up? It's the morning of day 2. We're about to get started. We're gonna do this in 2 phases since I have to go to the office today. This morning, I'm gonna spot clean the carpet using the solution provided by Leather Magic. And then we're gonna allow that to dry while I'm at my office, come back home later today, and if all is well, we can then begin taping off things and getting ready to dye the carpet tomorrow morning. We have decided to take a detour and we are going to Ferrari of Philadelphia to check out some, what car are we checking out? Stop digging up your nose.
I'm not good.
Okay, so what car are we checking out?
I don't want to say it.
And there's one model in particular that is my favorite that I want to own by my 40th birthday, which is 2 years away. So let's go. This car in blue, forget about it. This is it. This is the dream car in blue. All right, so this is the kit that came from Leather Magic. The two methods that we can use is taking this connector and putting it on like this. And then we have this aerosol sprayer that you put the dye in here, it attaches there, and then you spray it like that. And that's gonna be much narrower, which I think I'm gonna use for a large part of the interior. Ooh. It is a good thing I decided to do a test spray because it came out of the sides there and cracked, which means I probably will not be able to use the sprayer, which to say I am disappointed is an understatement. So let's see if I can get this off of my garage floor, and then I'm gonna have to set up the other sprayer. We're gonna start in an area that isn't visible, so that'll be a good way for us to test and practice our methods before going to areas that are visible. So I'm gonna test this method here of spraying, and then we put it into the fabric in a circular motion, and then we're just gonna work our way all the way down through the entire driver's section. The reason why I'm going to do it by driver's section and then passenger section, because we have two bottles. I don't know how much each bottle is going to give me. So, and we don't know if the colors are going to exactly be perfect. So at least doing the different bottles by section will help with, you know, color blending a little bit. So let's do it. You know what? I'm actually really liking this thus far because I was worried that it would be such a bright new color that it would look really weird. And right now, it's applying really well. I'm gonna move on and try to do this area now. I'm gonna apply a little bit more. All right, I think that looks significantly better on that center area that we just took care of. There we go. Now we're cooking. And now you can see how much this blends in with the area that's protected with the seat cushions. That looks so much better. Now, the one thing I worried about when doing this project with this brush is it going to make the carpet fray? In other words, is it going to make it look shaggy and definitely date the car more? And thus far, I say no, because you can just brush it smooth like that when you're done, and then it looks cool. And no matter what, you know, with an interior carpet like this, when it's 20 years old, you know, the age of it's going to show. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, like, you don't buy a 2001 Porsche and try to make people think it's a 2022. Obviously, it's not. And I think that's part of the charm of these older Porsches is that, you know, they speak for a moment in time. So this was, you know, the look of the early 2000s. Thus far, I am so happy. The real test is going to be, how does it look when it dries? This was the area where I wasn't able to tape anything off because it's all greasy from the leather protector and stuff I put over here. So I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning off with the wet rag here. Door is complete. That gives it a nice little refresh. Again, this paint isn't like supposed to be like drastically like the same color as the leather. Like it's supposed to be slightly lighter, again, Boxster red. So again, it's not like completely changing the paint color. It's just about restoring it back to its original color. Oh my God, this sprayer. What? So I just switched to the other sprayer. It is so much better. Get out of here. What? Oh, I am so upset right now. I am so upset right now because the other bottle sprayed it in a straight line, and then this sprayer sprays it like a nice mist, which is what I was expecting in the first place. And I'm mad at myself for not like seeing what the other sprayer, since it came with two, sprayed like before starting the first section. Oh my God. So I am definitely gonna go back over the first area with this. No doubt about it. Because it's such a more even distribution. All right, so watch this spray. Instead of it coming out in that straight line, getting dye everywhere, and I'm probably not even gonna have to use as much, because the reason why I was spraying so crazy was because it was only staying confined to one little area. But now, look at this. See how that evenly applies. You don't even need, that's like 6 squirts I think I just did. Brush that in. Oh, first of all, I'm kind of mad at Leather Magic because just a quality control issue between the aerosol sprayer and then this original sprayer being defective. Like, that's really irritating because I wasted a lot of dye. I wasted a lot of dye because of that mechanism. So I'm gonna have to go over the other area to make it more even. I have car mats, and I use black, like modern Porsche car mats, but I have the original mats, and the reason why I didn't use them was because they were so faded. So one of the things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean those mats. I'm gonna bring them out and have my kids spray those and, you know, do the dye for those as a fun project since it's away from the actual car. All right, you gonna spray yours, Jack?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Daddy, I want to brush mine. Thanks. That's cool. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna.
All right, hold on. You're doing it from the wrong angle. That's why. There you go, Joe. Good job. All right, it's been a few days. Everything is dried. I think it came out really, really good. Check this out. So I'm about to pick Cheese up from school, and let's see what he thinks.
Why are you vlogging in here when I'm going to school, when I'm out of school?
All right, on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being it's awesome, 1 being, what do you think it is? Want to stop drinking that? All right, 10. I think it came out really good too. I don't know if I would give it a 10 though.
Me either. I would give it an 8.
Yeah, I would say I would give it like an 8 or so. There was a few things with the product that I didn't like. And the carpet is a little bit harder now. So I don't like that. And then the sprayers that they gave me to use, they weren't that great either. So I would say on the overall product, I would say an 8, but the sprayers got to improve. Overall, I think the project went well. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And we will see you next time for the next video for Dad and...
Peace out, bro. Yeet.
All right, so Cheese is not out here with us because he said it's too cold. So guess what this channel is now?
Harper, Dad, and Baby Cheese.
Dad and Baby Cheese. Cue the new intro.
And like and subscribe.